Hey guys, I'm Kashyap here. You probably clicked on this video either because you know me or because you want to learn Python. It's probably the first one, but it could also be the latter. Um, and this is like the first video of my course, and I'll talk about why you might want to choose Python if it's your first ever language. If you're just getting into programming and you want to start off, or you want to learn a new language, you might want to know why you might want to choose Python. So basically, Python is a high-level general-purpose programming language. Its main kind of feature is like indentation. It's kind of quirk. You might not know what that means, but we'll learn about that later. And a really good thing about Python is it's easy to read. It's like very close to English, which makes it high level. It's also dynamically typed, and it's also garbage collected. Now you might not know what half of these terms even mean, but you will learn them the more like the further you advance in this course, or like the more videos you watch and the more you research, the more these terms are familiar for you, the more you'll learn them. Essentially, the reason why Python blew up in the first place was because of like machine learning and data science and all that kind of stuff. The reason those kind of professionals choose Python is because it takes a minimal amount of lines to write something in Python. Now, if you look over here, like over here, this is a Python script, and here is a C++ script. You can clearly see that these two are completely different, right? One of them has a lot more lines than the other. But the funny thing is, both of these perform the same task, it's just that one of them has more boilerplate than the other. Boilerplate means just like base code to even run anything. Now, there's a reason that this boilerplate exists, but Python just takes away this boilerplate, like this whole complexity, this new level of complexity, and just boils down the whole programming process. Such that, and like the good thing of that is that it's really easy to read. Like if I gave you a Python script, like look at this Python script. Wait, this one right here. It's probably really easy to read, and you can probably understand what it means. You don't need a lot of knowledge to understand what a Python program does. It's pretty self-explanatory. There are some things and some quirks in Python that you will need some experience to know about, but a majority of Python code is pretty easy to learn and pretty easy to understand in general. And that's why, like, moving on, like, that's another reason why Python is such an excellent language, is because it's so simple, which makes it really easy to debug and, like, write faster. You can do the same task in a lot less lines, generally, not sometimes. Python can be slow, but the trade-off you're making over here is that you're writing less amount of lines, and you have a lot more modules. Modules just mean like a package. So if I wanted to make a video game, I don't have to use a 3D rendering engine like I have to use for C++ or C Sharp. I can just use a Python module called Pygame to make these games for me, or I write the code to make those games. And if I wanted to maybe plot some stuff, I can just use matplotlib, another Python module that makes it really easy to plot graphs and data on a chart. And so you can see why Python is really popular. These modules kind of do the job for you. Not exactly, but they can make your life a lot easier when compared to in other languages. Sure, some applications do lack when it comes to Python, but even like major FANG companies use Python on a day-to-day basis for most of their operations. Sure, still some of their backend is written in other languages, but Python is really powerful just because it's really easy to learn. So in this course, you'll learn like the basics such as print statements, variables, strings, data types, all that stuff. Move over like intermediate, like functions, classes, asynchronous stuff, all that kind of stuff, all that like good like advanced intermediate stuff. And you'll learn some projects. You'll learn how to do some stuff. Maybe build a game. Maybe plot some graphs. Maybe do like a predictive model. You won't need too much of mathematical experience. You'll need like some level of experience, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that kind of stuff. But you won't need too much because you're not going into like ML and building an AI model from scratch, right? We're kind of just covering up on the basics. Basically, this course is going to give you a base understanding of Python. It should give you strong fundamentals. We'll go over a majority of topics, but I will require you to research on your own. So if there's any questions, you can comment down below, but you're also expected to learn by yourself and research on your own. Now, this could be whether you're in school or it's like a personal project, whatever it is. Just learn Python as a normal language. Just like learn it for fun. You weren't doing this for any specific reason. Like, it's not like, oh, I have to get a job, so I'm gonna learn Python, right? That's not the kind of mentality you want. You want to learn it for fun. So take it casually, take it easy, learn on your own pace. That's very important. If you don't understand the topic, research a bit more. Make sure you feel comfortable with that topic enough such that you can write any program related to that topic if I give you a question. So yeah, that basically sums up this video on why I think Python is a good language for you if you're just starting off in programming. In the next video, we'll go over the basics, such as installation, etc., etc. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.